I am looking at the entire structure of time. It's very intricate. It's almost like hollow globes made of fine silver wire. And all of these wires are going around and intersecting with each other, rather like a three-dimensional model of the atom and how you see the electrons going around. There's a series of silver wires going around like that. And there is another series of silver wires going around at right angles to intersect with all of those. And it forms this hollow globe. It's hard to describe. It's very intricate. It sounds complicated. And one thing to give you hope with it being structured like this, that means anything can happen, because all of the possible combinations are present here. You mean it's not set or predestined to where it has to be? No. This is the reason why magic and such works. Because if you want something to happen and you meditate on it and project mental energy towards this happening, it will cause your life to be directed into that time stream. You said this is based on the science of mysticism. Many people think of that as witchcraft and the occult. Is that what you mean? Yes, partially. In the age you are presently in, people have cut themselves off from their roots, and in the process of doing this, they have denied mysticism, saying that they are modern and educated people, that science explains everything. When science finally advances to its ultimate peak, everybody will be mystics. By mysticism, I refer to anything that deals with the higher levels of things, including witchcraft, occult, the higher levels of doing things, and the different mystic religions from the East, Buddhism or Hinduism, and such as that. Many people just lump it all together as being on the dark side. Yes, the power can be perverted and used for the wrong reasons, as can anything, but it is to mankind's benefit to become familiar and comfortable with this power and use it for solving his problems. There are still cultures that are more open to this than others. In your culture, it is closed to this. But there are many individuals that practice this and use it in their lives and help keep their traditions alive, which is important. You're surrounded by and filled with and shot through with vibrations from billions of different sources. These vibrations are of all levels and strengths, and the energy put out by your brain is sufficient to affect some of these levels of vibrations. Consequently, one can affect future outcomes by what one thinks. I know you have heard this before, but I'm explaining it to you again, so you will not be discouraged when things seem not to work out at first. You just have to keep thinking about what you want to come to pass, and it comes to pass. Sometimes in unexpected ways, because sometimes the vibrations have to go through channels to affect what needs to be affected. But anyway, you were saying that you send these vibrations out for what you want to accomplish. Yes, once you send it out, then it must happen. There are things that can influence it. Like, for example, you send out thoughts that you want something to happen, and they'll go out and start causing things to fall into place for it to happen. But if later on you get discouraged or depressed and you send out thoughts of, gee, it'll never happen, it will weaken its impetus or strength. And when you get over your depression, you must send out strong thoughts again, positive thoughts, to help it regain its impetus so that it will come to pass. To re-emphasize the first thoughts, right, and this works with anything. Any change in your life, be it business or personal, a relationship between you and another, or something you want to do, or personal dreams, or anything. I've been taught that thoughts are very powerful and that they can accomplish what you want. Yes, they can. And that's why you must be careful about negative thoughts, because they are powerful too, and they can help neutralize your positive thoughts. So if you want your positive thoughts to come to pass, keep thinking positively about them. Meditate intensely on them. Do true visualization, where you visualize it as already happened. Yes, or perhaps even picture it happening as if you were floating above and watching it. And then afterwards, picture all the positive changes that have come to pass as a result of it happening, and how the world and your life would be after it has happened. I was taught to visualize it as already happening and to feel it with as much detail as possible. Yes, exactly. Add dialogue, feelings, and everything as if you were observing real life. Remember, the bigger the project is, sometimes the longer it will take because there are more channels that your thoughts must go through in order to have more pieces fall into place for it.